Hey, welcome to Indie Spotlight. This is the tier list at the end of season 7. Um, you probably can't see the full list of games in front of me, but I ended up playing more than 2 games in some of the videos, because some of the reviews were quite short. Well, I don't know if I call them reviews, but like some of my playthroughs. Anyway, there's probably going to be a lot in B and C tier. Hopefully, everything fits into the tier list. Um, and I'll be reviewing these, well, not reviewing them, but putting them in tiers in chronological order from when I covered them. But first off, we've got Nobody Wants to Die. I really didn't like this game. It was trying way too hard to be edgy, and that really didn't make for a good experience at all. I'll put this in C. Like, there's been a lot of effort put into it, but like, there was a lot of swearing for no reason, and there was this really clunky mechanic, like rewinding like crime scenes and shit, and it didn't feel good to use at all. Like, it was a very, I don't know, it was somebody's vision, and I don't want to meet that person whose vision it is, because like if you, I don't know, it just felt unimaginative. And yeah, I didn't like it, but you know, it's not D tier, it's C tier. Drillbird, I'll be putting in S. Drillbird is like fucking awesome. It's fucking cheap. It's a very cozy game, but mechanically it's quite enjoyable, and it's very cute. I played through almost the whole thing without realizing the planting seed growing tree mechanic, which is actually quite important to the game. But I think it's just really well designed, and it's one of those games where after playing it on my video, I went back to it and yeah, finished it. But it is very cheap. It's about the same price as Downwell, so everybody should check it out. Paragnosia is really good actually. I was probably quite harsh on this in my video. Like, I didn't really get into it straight away, but I kept going back to it, and I'm glad I did. There's a sequel out as well. I'm putting this in A. I'll play the sequel next season, maybe. I'm not sure though. Like, the reviews online for the sequel are mixed, but Paragnosia is good. As far as anomaly hunting games go, I'd probably say that's my favorite so far. What the Fog sucks. Like, it does. I feel mean for saying that. Like, it's very, I don't know, I was gonna say it feels kid friendly, but like, not really, because it is quite hard, but it just seemed pointless and not fun and uninspired. I think I'll put it in C though. Uh, like, oh, do I? Just thinking, like, well, I'm never gonna touch it again. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. And is it cheap? I don't remember how much it costs. Like, I got it for free through a G2A key pack. I might as well keep it at C. Like, it's not D tier. But it might be D tier. I'm not sure. I'll put it like, yeah, C, D. Like, a lot of games are gonna float around C. But yeah, what the fuck? We'll put that in C. Nah, fuck it. I'll put it in B, actually. Like, yeah, if someone was to pick up that game and tell me they picked it up, I would laugh at them. Actually, that's harsh. I wouldn't, but just like, it's a bad game. Anacute T, or Anacute, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's really cool. I'm probably not going to touch it again. I'm going to put it maybe in B. Like, there was nothing specifically wrong with it. It was fun. It's just like, it's not something I'm going to play again. Like, I may if I get really bored one day, but I've got so much other shit to play. Um, but it's unique. Some of the mechanics were kind of frustrating. But overall, it was pretty cool. And it's often on sale for fairly cheap. So, you know, it's worth checking out if you want something a bit different. Tales of Maj'El, I am going to put an S. It's essentially like the best example of a roguelike I can think of. Um, it's just mechanically really compelling. There's a lot to take in, there's a lot to it, and every run does truly feel different. Like there's another game I've played since Tales of Maj'El, which I probably prefer, but yeah, we'll get to that next season. Yeah, but Tales of Maj'El is awesome. Everyone should play it. And it's really cheap for what it is. Like you probably get hundreds of hours out of it. Like, I need to play more of it. I will at some point. But yeah, really good game. Swallow the Sea is a free game. So that works kind of in its favor until I realize it's like a 15-minute game. Not even that. Well, I'll put it in B. Like, it would be really cool if it was like a full game. Like, if that was like an hour or two long, I'd fucking like put it in A. Maybe even S. It's like the cell stage in Spore as a game, but it only lasts for about 15 minutes. Unless you're shit at it. If you're shit at it, you could probably get more time out of it. But yeah, I'll put it in B. Well, I'm not going to touch it again. But everyone should play it. Warp Zone Drifter is another one of Walter's games. The guy that makes Trip to Vinelands and Ubermosh and Quicker Flack. Like every game he makes is good. I'd probably put that in A. Like it's really cheap and it's very clear what you need to do from the get go, and it's fun and chaotic. So it's worth checking out, but you're not going to spend much time on it at a time. But I will go back to it. Redeemer is a game I actually played quite a bit of after covering it. I haven't finished it. It is very good. I'll put it in A because it's often on sale for really cheap, and for what it is, like it is, it's visceral and the gameplay feels it's quite enjoyable. Um, the combat's really good. The picking up items and throwing them is really good. The way it's presented is really good. It's I think one of the older games on this list, but yeah, it's fun. It's definitely worth picking up if it's on sale because I got it for like $2 New Zealand, which is extremely cheap, and it's really polished as well. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. I should go back to it at some point. Dead Bits was shit. Dead Bits was terribly designed. I didn't like Dead Bits at all. It's D tier. I don't remember if it was free. No, it wasn't free. But it thematically it was kind of cool. But then like the more I played it, the worse it got. The level design was atrocious. The enemy design was atrocious. Like it was just really badly designed. I don't think I'll put it in F. No, I can't put it in F. It's or do I? I don't know. I was going to say it's inoffensive, but it is kind of offensive. It's an annoying game. Nah, I won't put that in F. I've got other games to put in F. Mad Digger is like a fucking nothing game. It's functional. It's cheap. I reckon C. It'll probably go on C. Like I'd rather play Mad Digger than fucking like What the Fog or Dead Bits. So but it's basically what Doug the Digger wishes it was. It's a very like generic sort of mobile style game, but it is functional. It is I could spend time playing it and I wouldn't have a horrendous time, but yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way to do so. Vendor is it's an interesting game. It's fucking overrated as shit. I'm going to put it in C. It's really short. It's quite expensive, and it's quite frustrating too. It's a lot of trial and error for like cooking mini games. Like the story itself is like quite good, and it's like quite heartfelt. But to actually play as a game, I didn't like it at all. I did finish it, and yeah, it's like an hour long, and it's like a fucking $30 game. So I'm not putting it any higher than C. I'm not putting it any lower than C though. Like I'd rather play that than Mad Digger or Nobody Wants to Die. But like if I go back to Denver, I have nothing to do because it's just like a one and done game, and it's not a particularly good one. And kind of artsy. Like the art style is, well, it's good to look at. The music's good, but I don't know, fucking like lives up its own arse, which I don't know. It's probably quite harsh, but I said it. Slash It Ultimate was fucking terrible. Probably the worst game I've played this season. We're putting this in F tier. I did find out though, after covering it and getting really annoyed at that shit song, that it wasn't actually that hard to change the songs, but like, for a rhythm action game, it was obnoxious, it costs a lot, the music is awful, and, the button prompts are out of time with the music. It's broken. It's shit. It's overpriced. It's just fucking slop. It's horrible. Yeah, no, it sucks. Starship Annihilator is. I think I'll put it in C. Starship Annihilator is a. Or do I put it in C? Like it's like it's been made with like no thought put in. No, I'll put it in D actually. It's a space shooter, and I played a lot of shit space shooters. It's not particularly shit, but like Dead Bits, it's badly designed. There's been like no thought whatsoever put into the enemy placement or the enemies. They're just scrolling down the screen until you get to a boss. It's very basic. It is kind of inoffensive, and I think it's cheap. So, I've played worse space shooters, but it's not worth checking out. It's definitely not worth putting money into. Yeah. I should have an I don't know tier, because, next game, I think it's called Neon XSZ. It seemed really good, but I can't play it. I absolutely can't play it. I'll put it in B for now. Like the difference between enemies and good guys are red and green, and I am colorblind. And I couldn't find an option to make up for that. The fucking UI was really hard to take in. There's a lot to it. It seems like a really good game, but I couldn't play it. Like it's literally something that I couldn't play. And I'll put it in B. I should probably have like a don't know tier, but it probably should be an A, or even S if it's that deep. But yeah, I just couldn't, and unfortunately that's why it's a B. Blade Knight is fucking awesome. Blade Knight is great. I'm gonna put Blade Knight in S. It is very cheap, and I was surprised what the game actually is upon starting it up and playing it, but I got it straight away. It's like a dungeon crawler if you take away the dungeon and just have like a gauntlet of combat encounters, and everything's based on timing, and all of the enemies are well telegraphed. All the weapons are unique. It's a really cool game. Like it's quite basic, but I don't know if I've gotten up to the final boss or not. It's quite hard. I'll get back into it at some point. Yeah, of this season, it's probably the one that surprised me the most. Maybe, I don't know. I'll get there. No, actually, I say it was the one that surprised me the most, but the one that surprised me the most was the next game, which is Heretic's Fork. Heretic's Fork is fucking great. I don't know if I put that in A or S. Actually, I was thinking A, but then it kind of made me interested in fucking tower defense, which is something I never thought I would like ever be. Like tower defense games is like boring as shit to me, but like Heretics Fork is really good. Like it's thematically quite interesting. I like how it's like set up in this computer, and you're like working in the HR department for hell, and the soundtrack fucking rules. I think I'll put it in A though. Like I think it's kind of expensive, and I'm probably not going to go back to it for a while. But it is really good and unique as a roguelike, or roguelite. Sorry. Yeah, I was surprised by it, and I got it through a G2A key pack, so I didn't get it for free, but like I would never have picked it up without getting it through the pack, and I'm grateful for that. Next up, we had Ampersand, which is F tier. It's one of the most broken games I've ever fucking played. I couldn't find out what the controls are. There were no options, and if I pressed escape, the game closed. And also the buttons didn't line up when you started the game. So like you could hover your mouse over something, but you couldn't click on it unless it was the mouse had to be like, I don't know, 10 pixels in a random direction away from a button to click on it. And it was like unfinished broken slop, like negative. Hopefully it's overwhelmingly negative on Steam. It's just horrible. It's like one of the worst things I've ever played. Yeah, Ampersand sucks. And what really sucks is it looked like it could be quite a cool game. Like I like those kinds of racing games, and I haven't played enough of them. I can only think of the only one I've got really is Fast RMX, and that's on Switch. But yeah, Ampersand is shit. Don't buy it. Hopefully, I can find another game that is trying to be. Moonring is fucking good. Moonring is like Tales of Marjael, but a little bit more obtuse. But it is free. Like I'm putting that in S tier. It fucking absolutely deserves to be in S tier. It's an amazing game. I haven't played much of it, but I know it's there for me to play if I need it. I really like the stealth in it, and I really like the way it looks. And yeah, there's a lot to it. It's a lot to take in, but I think everyone should check it out. And I want to find out what the developer did afterwards, so I can support them in some way. But yeah, Moonring is awesome. Like everyone should check it out. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is really good. I did play quite a bit of it after covering it. I'm going to put it in A. One thing that ruined Bloodstained Ritual of the Night for me is Dead Cells. Anytime I play a Metroidvania now, if it doesn't feel like Dead Cells, it's just not as exciting for me. Like it's not clunky. That's like nobody's going to say that game's clunky. But like compared to like Dead Cell, like the combat doesn't feel as fluid as what I was expecting. It is still really good. Like I'll go back to it at some point. Like I uninstalled it, but I got to like, I don't know, second biome maybe. Like it's really good. It's just might not be for me, or maybe I should just distance myself from Dead Cells a bit more before playing it again. Cozy Grove was shit. I don't remember much about it, other than like, I'm gonna put it in C. Like it's not a D tier game. It was like a weird fetch questy game with arbitrary crafting, and tonally it was quite confusing. I just didn't like it. It was it's a C tier game. Maybe B, but this is my list, so I'll put it in C. Like I'm never gonna touch it again. Regions of Ruin was another surprise. I don't know if I should put it in A. I might actually. Regions of Ruin is really good actually. It looked good, and it seemed like there was a lot in the way of like setting up a base and giving different NPCs different roles, and I can't remember if it was a roguelite or not. But yeah, it was really cool. Like I liked the way it was presented. It was like it reminded me of Terraria, but I didn't hate it the way I hate Terraria. Like yeah, it felt really good to play, and it was a cool world to be part of. So yeah, I'm quite happy to put that in A. Actually, it probably should be at B, but I got it through G2A. I never would have picked it up otherwise, and yeah, I was really surprised by it. So I'll go back to it at some point. Like it's a game I talk about to people. It's just out of the blue, I'll just mention that it's a cool game that they should check out. So yeah, I'll keep that in A. Hyper Echelon, I didn't like at all. Like I'm gonna put it in C. Like there's been like quite a bit of effort put into it. Like it is polished, but like it's obnoxious. It's I really didn't like the wingman mechanic. Like it was just annoying. The characters were annoying. Way too much dialogue. Like they were interrupting the gameplay like all the time with fucking like badly written shit. And I didn't like how you could only use your special abilities like once per stage. So it was like really, I don't know. I guess there's like an element of skill required to use them at opportune times, but I don't want to do these levels over and over again. Like they and the bosses, the first boss was good. The second boss was horrible. Yeah, I like overall it was like a stylistic thing that didn't sit well with me. It was just like very colourful and very friendly, and like it's just I don't know. It just made me feel unwell. I just didn't like it at all. Horsey Game is an S tier game, easy S tier. Horsey Game fucking rules. Everyone should play Horsey Game. I don't know if I know anybody that wouldn't get some enjoyment out of Horsey Game. Horsey Game is fantastic. It's just silly fun. It's a stupid game. It's the most stupid game I can think of, but like it is kind of expensive, but like, you know, I fucking pay twice as much and like gladly do so. I think it's my game of the year. My game of the year was previously New Gen but yeah, Horsey Game deserves that. Like everyone should play Horsey Game. Horsey Game is fantastic. Next one here is 20XX. 20XX I don't remember too well. I remember it, I'll put it in B. Like I do remember, like gameplay wise, it felt quite good, but the fact it was a roguelite kind of I don't know, maybe like it less. It's still I'd still rather play it than anything in the C tier. It's just the I don't know, that kind of game doesn't like it's a platformer in the spirit of like Mega Man. Like why the fuck do you want that to be a roguelike? It's roguelite, sorry. It's yeah, if it was like a more linear experience, I would like it a lot more. Like I might even go back to it, I'm not sure, but like stylistically it was pretty cool. And yeah, the gameplay felt quite good. But yeah, it's confusing. It's like one of those games that would be better if it was like a linear experience, maybe with like optional levels, that sort of thing. But yeah, as a roguelike, it just doesn't really work for me. Station to Station is it's a very good looking game. The soundtrack is really good. But as a game, I didn't enjoy it. It was, like the main thing that got to me was the logic behind the trains. And I made that clear in my video as well. Like, you had to basically connect up different parts of town by railways, to get towns to function, which sounds okay, but that's all there is. And it annoyed me because, like, I was wanting to have it set up like and this is probably not going to make sense, but I was wanting to have it set up like a loop where a train would go in one direction on a train track around everywhere, but instead it's just the train tracks aren't like related to one another. If they're like the trains just go backwards and forwards on the same track, just whenever. And I don't know, it just seemed like a weird design oversight that got to me. I don't know if that made sense at all, but it's hard to describe my main issue with it. But it was very boring. It wasn't fun. But a lot of effort was put into it, so I'll put it to C. Skedaddle Skadoodle sucks. Skedaddle Skadoodle is a shit game. It's insanely overpriced. It's like Vampire Survivors with like no other items, and just nothing. The screen looks like it's been smudged. It was horrible. Yeah, awful game. Like I've still got it in my Steam library, but like it's fucking shit. Like no one should play it. And it is very expensive for what it is. Pity Meaty is made by the same developers, and that is even worse. Pity Meaty, fucking horrible as well. It's an F tier game again. Yeah, like don't play Skedaddle Skadoodle or Pity Meaty. They are fucking terrible. Pity Meaty is like it's like Slender Man 8 pages as a third-person shooter with like I don't know, like it's like a meme of itself. It's hard to describe, but it was really dull. There was one enemy, and like you had no chance of escaping. The ammo situation was dire. Graphically, it was atrocious. Pity Meaty is like disgustingly horrible. It is worse than Skedaddle Skadoodle. It probably, like I said earlier, Slash, it was probably the worst game I played this season. But then Ampersand came along, and then I'd rather play Pity Meaty than Ampersand, though. And also Slash it, ultimately. But I'd rather play Skedaddle Skadoodle than Pity Meaty. But, like, these games in this tier are not worth touching at all. Verlize 2 it's a very earnest game. I actually really got into it, like, after playing it, in the, video, like, it seemed like it was, like, janky as fuck, and it kind of was, but, like, I actually really enjoyed the gameplay loop of it. And, I played, like, several hours of it afterwards, so I'm going to put this in A. Because when I cover it, it doesn't look like an A tier game, but the more I played it, the more I liked it. Especially when I turned the difficulty down. One thing that it doesn't do so well though is how the enemy attacks aren't telegraphed all that well. But after a while, I kind of I don't know. I was like blocking like by instinct, and it was working. Like I wasn't like it wasn't clear that I should block. Like I don't know. It was weird. It felt organic, and it did something really cool that I wish more games would do. It made a lore excuse as to why the game was poorly translated, and like, yeah, it was awesome. Verlize 2 rules. It's very cheap. Everyone should, well, not everyone should play it. Like fucking Dungeon Crawler fans should play it. Everyone else should fucking run in the other direction. But like, yeah, no, it's a cool game. It's a shame the developer hasn't done anything else since. Overdrive Escape was cool, but massive but. It's been abandoned, and that is a shame. Like if it was like a full game, and there wasn't just like 3 levels and 1 boss, then like I would get into it. Like the gameplay itself was quite good, and the level design was quite good. Like, and thematically it was quite cool as well. It reminded me a bit of RoboQuest, but yeah, it's been abandoned. There's not a lot of content at all, which sucks because like, I don't think I got to play a good first-person shooter this season. I think it's the closest I did come to playing a first-person shooter that I enjoyed. Or maybe I'm not sure, but yeah, it's cool. But yeah, don't buy it. It's not finished. But I can't put it any lower than C. Social Credit Simulator was a lot. I was going to say a lot better than what I expected, but like a lot more interesting than what I expected. I'll put this in B actually. It's kind of problematic. It's like I think it's racist. I'm not sure. And like once I understood like what I had to do, then it became quite easy. But I did get like a good hour or so out of it. Actually, I can't put it in B. Yes, I can. Yeah, I can because it's fucking cheap. It's a very cheap game. Um, and it is better than what it appears to be, but it is yeah um, problematic and like that is it's just racist. But it and the humor doesn't land for me. But like gameplay wise, it was all right to be honest. Captured was a fucking massive disappointment for me. Um, Captured, I'll put in B. As far as I started looking for new anomaly seeking games to get into after like enjoying Paragnosia so much, and everyone was like mentioning Captured as being like the pinnacle of the anomaly hunter games, but I really didn't like it. Well, I did like it to a point. Like the presentation for a start, the sound design, the visuals were all really good, but then the fucking like anomalies started being I don't know, just silly, and the enemies or demons or whatever were just fucking designed as though they're like designed to scare fucking teenagers or children. Like it's, I don't know, like it was really hard to take seriously given how what happened once you were in danger. Like I like the demons all had big grinning mouths and shit. It was like it stopped being scary like as soon as it was supposed to be scary. And saying that though, it is I think it's kind of cheap and it looks really good, apart from the design of the demons or whatever. But I think it's a me problem that I'm putting this in B. Like overall, I think it is still a good game, and I'll go back to it at some point. But I'd put it on a similar level to Ten Bells, but it's a B tier game and not an A tier game for a completely different reason. No, anyone else would probably put that in A or even S, but like I just fucking yeah didn't like the enemy design, I guess. Hotel Renovator was just fucking like janky house flipper set in a hotel. I don't know, there's something cynical about it I didn't like. I'll put it in C because like it was I think it's more expensive than house flipper. And like there's probably a lot to it, but like I couldn't justify playing it. It was I don't know, it just like felt like I was like supporting the fucking world of AI by playing it. Yeah, and I couldn't be bothered. It just made me want to play House Flipper. Like it was just like janky House Flipper set in hotels, and it was too expensive. And like I didn't have to actually buy it for what it cost because it came as part of a G2A key pack. But like, nah, like I can't be bothered, and like I'm never going to touch it again. Nebula was another big surprise. Nebula is actually fucking cool. It's quite cheap. I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's like Vampire Survivors in space, but it feels less derivative, if that makes sense. Like, my main issue with Halls of Torment was that it wasn't Vampire Survivors, but like Nebula, I don't think has that problem. Like, cause yeah, it plays like Vampire Survivors, but it's I don't know. It feels different, like being in a spaceship as opposed to just being a dude walking around on the ground. And you can add more sort of I was gonna say fantastical elements. So it's, I don't know, hard to describe why I prefer Nebula over Halls of Torment, but it is very good. It's quite cheap, and if you're looking for an alternative to Vampire Survivors, it's a pretty decent one. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone, I fucking hated. However, I can't put this any lower than C. Like, it's a polished game. It is, and I've got a friend that got really into it. But like, just the combat felt clunky as fuck, and the commentary over everything was obnoxious, and the humor was obnoxious, well, to me anyway. And I don't know, it was just like thematically almost offensive to me. It was, yeah, I didn't enjoy it at all, but it is a much better game than Deadbit, Spot the Fog, or Starship Annihilator. Like, there is stuff there that people could like. I just don't happen to be one of those people. But yeah, I'll put it in C in the meantime. Like, I'm not going to put it in D. I can't. Well, I can actually. No, I'll keep it in C. The Deed is an odd game. It's very cheap. I'm not going to touch it again. It's unique though. I think I'll put it in B. I don't know. Like, is it that interesting? Like, because the Deed is essentially a RPG Maker game where it sets you up in a situation where you need to frame your sister, not frame your sister, like murder your sister and frame someone else. So there's like, I think different ways of doing it, but it's the same scenario over and over again. But like, it's incredibly cheap, and it is unique. So the developers should get some credit for just the idea for a start. So yeah, fuck it, I'll put it in C because unfortunately it's not fun to play. So, but it's not horrible. Uh, Morrow. Uh, Morrow's kind of rubbish. I actually did like the enemy design. But as far as like, there were three games I played in this season that all tried to like do have their own version of Vampire Survivors. Morrow was one of them. Morrow, however, is a lot better than Skedaddle Skedoodle, but a lot worse than Nebula. It's a C tier game though. Like, I can't put it in D. But I'd rather play Morrow over what the Fog did, but for Starship Annihilator. So I'm not going to touch it again. It's it was okay, but yeah, like, there's definitely other things to play that are better. What's this one called? Mini Motor Racing XL. It's just a decent B tier racing game. I like the visuals, I like the gameplay, but probably not going to go back to it. I might, but yeah, no, it's cool. I'm just not going to fucking think about it again. But it does deserve to be in B as opposed to C. It's just good at what it does. Devil Spire is weird. Well, it's not weird. Like, it's in theory an amazing game. I couldn't get into it in the same way I got into Verlies 2 though. And there is a sequel that basically turns this into fucking like Elden Ring, but with fucking boomer shooter style graphics. Um, I'll put it in B. I got it for very cheap. It's like the developer went on to make bigger and better things. But it's cool. I just like am not going to touch it again. Um, yeah, like, and it's probably going to surprise people me putting this in B. But it's a very good reason for that, and I'll get into that next season. Pixel 3 was an interesting experience. It's always very cheap. I'll put this in B as well. It's like WarioWare, but like more obnoxious and a bit harder. But yeah, I can't fault it. Like it did surprise me. I wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest. I thought it would be just a fucking pixel platformer, but no, I was very wrong. It was silly. And yeah, it was good. Probably not going to go back to it, but yeah, like it's a game I'll think about from time to time. Whisker Wanderlust: The Wondrous Journey is well, it's just the same as the Mosaic of Souls, really. It's just a cute game with a cat. It's a hidden object game. It's a good game if I'm having a shit day. I'll put it in A tier. Like I put the Mosaic of Souls in S tier. I actually enjoyed that a lot more than the Wondrous Journey. Because in Mosaic of Souls, the second mode they had, where you had to find the tuna cans, I liked what they did with the sort of flashlight mechanic, and like that's absent from the Wondrous Journey, but like it's still really good. It's still cheap, and as far as hidden objects go, it's like the second best one I've played after the Mosaic of Souls. The Soul of Romit is interesting. Uh, I think there's been a lot of AI involved with making this, which sucks because like I like championed it a lot, and then kept playing it, and the level design just got worse and worse and worse, and to the point where I just fucking couldn't be bothered. It is very cheap. I'll put it in C. Well, I don't know how much AI is involved. I did like the way it looks. I did like the enemy design. I liked the fact that you had to manually save at specified save points. But yeah, the more I played it, the worse it got. It's just like after like the fourth or fifth level, it just like was almost unplayable. It was just walking through the same environment over and over again. Well, I was constantly getting lost. Like the levels were just badly made. Um, Echo Point Nova, I didn't enjoy at all. Oh, it's kind of harsh, but I'll put it in B. Like it is a good game. It's just not for me. And I say not for me, I mean, it's not fucking Severed Steel, even though it's made by the same people. Like Severed Steel fucking runs circles around Echo Point Nova in terms of, just the amount of fun and the, movement system. Like I was quite disappointed by the movement in Echo Point Nova. Like it felt arcadey, which is probably the point, but like, I don't know. It felt like I was missing something. But I can't put it any lower than B. Like it is a good game. Yeah, but I'm not going to go back to it. Um, Doctor Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. I think that's what it's called. A fucking pointless game. Put it and see. It's essentially well, I was hoping for something a bit more like conventionally Tetris and shit, but they keep like jamming in all of these new mechanics and like I don't know, it was just more complicated than what it needed to be. And I don't think it has anything to do with Edmund McMillan at all. They're just fucking like taking his brand. Yeah, I was disappointed by this. It wasn't fun. And but I'd get more fun out of it than anything in D tier. Caravan Sandwich was a big surprise. I might actually go as far as to put that in A. I haven't played much of it since covering it, but like it's a game I know I could go back to and enjoy. Like, if I'm ever in the mood for something like that, it had a similar vibe, well, to me, as what's it called? Road 96. And it felt good to play. The atmosphere was nice. It's just a cool game. I don't know how expensive it is. It's probably something to look at, but yeah, I was definitely surprised by it. It, for some reason, reminded me of Pacific Drive, which is weird because Pacific Drive is basically a fucking, it's almost a horror game. And Caravan Sandwich certainly is not. But yes, Caravan Sandwich is cool. I should play more of it. Juice Galaxy, I liked for a start. I liked a lot for a start, but after a while, it just felt fucking pointless. The leveling up and stuff was like good initially, but the after playing for like, I don't know, I probably put like 2 hours into this actually. After playing for a while, it's just like got to the point where it's like almost why am I playing this? It's the combat's unique. It's a unique game and it's very cheap. It's definitely worth checking out. And like it's early access, so they'll add more content hopefully. But like I don't know what more content they could add to it to improve on what it is. Like I did enjoy my time with it, but like I don't think I'll be spending much more time on it. But I think that's all the games that I covered. Um, I don't think I'm missing any. It doesn't matter, but it's been an interesting season, and I'm looking forward to the next one because I know what I'm going to play. Well, for the first couple of videos anyway. But yeah, that is this season. Thank you for watching.